ETN. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they work this out past the 25. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Another tote for ETN. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Ready, go.
They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
is Logan Cook to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the... yard line. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd down and 8. Mahomes now to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw in the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Stay for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster again.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Mahomes to throw once more.
And this incomplete. He his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
But both teams kind of feeling each other out here, and now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Etienne once more. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Holding offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a bit. Play.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Draw play, Etienne.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Mahomes Mahomes firing complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. From 20 yards out, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
They're down in this part of the field, CD. They'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Panthers now set to take over offensively.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Holding. Offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll drop to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just a call. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 42. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. They'll set up a throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken right around the 44. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Mahomes throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Mahomes. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. To try here for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make... locker room just a little more animated.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd and 5.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That caught by Tremble.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore. from 13 yards out.
And the Panthers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Now it's Mahomes again. And that is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
And he will have a Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin with a good one in the NFC. San Francisco heading to the Superdome to take on New Orleans. And it's the Saints who are out in front as that inches closer to halftime. Chris Olave, a touchdown reception. From there, let's get to Philadelphia as we check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. A touchdown there for Saquon Barkley. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. Chris Godwin, a touchdown reception. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big 30-yard play on third.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us that. He was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 1-yard gain of the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have a Panthers first.
get 4 there on 4th and inches.
Here we go.
ETN up the middle.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with ETN.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
The defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Mahomes now to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw complete there to Moore.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possible.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City and Juju Smith-Schuster running out for another series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On second down, Etienne once more. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Panthers on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Up the middle they go.
Stevenson. And he will have a Chiefs first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Mahomes going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Taken in at the 3. Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now back to throw.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He'll get that complete to Albert O. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And incomplete. First down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice play. It's that time and a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
On 2nd down now, it's Stevenson.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Well, City, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for the Chiefs, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.